Hello everyone, and welcome back. My name is Ivan of Plotted Studios, and today we are going over the next product in this video series, the Fredenstein F602 compressor. The F602 compressor is a true variable transconductance high-performance tool for professional recording and mastering engineers. The F602 features the original remote cutoff double triode tube used in many vintage designs. Think Gates, Fairchild, and GE to name a few. Called the 6386 LGP. The signal path is very short and delivers the smoothness you would expect from a great piece of vintage equipment. The innovative transformerless input circuit yields clarity while the large Lundell output transformer adds character. Like the Fredenstein F660A, the F602 uses DSP to continually monitor the 6386 tube and optimize its operating points. This has several benefits, including automatic self-test and calibration, but also makes possible greater control range and much faster gain reduction. The astute reader might notice the exceptional attack and release times that no other Varimube compressor even begins to approach. Usually such fast settings would have the side effect of thumps as the gain reduction changes, but in the F602 with the DSP adjusting the tube and maintaining near perfect balance, the thumps are eliminated. The mix control is also interesting. Fully counterclockwise, the switch engages and only the compressed signal will be on the output. Fully clockwise, another switch engages and only the uncompressed signal, or the input, will be at the output. Between those extremes, blending is variable, which is typically used to preserve some transients while raising the level of quieter signals. Similarly, when the release control is fully counterclockwise, a program-dependent auto-release setting is engaged, and when the threshold control is fully counterclockwise, compression is turned off. Gain reduction is displayed traditionally with a VU meter and a clip indicator if the output reaches 24 dBu. Obviously there's some clever design in this 500 series unit with a vacuum tube, DSP, MCU, digital attenuators, high voltage regulators, Lundell transformer, a discrete line driver, and high performance analog circuit throughout. It should also be stressed that it's highly and truly properly engineered, thus uses very high quality parts, and honestly quite built like a tank. Expect this to be reliable and professional. Beyond that, the F602 really sounds quite amazing, and a pair of them could be your secret weapon for bus compression and mastering, and it won't break the bank. A pair in series also provides very tubular tracking options. Due to the high power consumption of about 8 watts, not all lunchbox designed 500 racks are suitable for this module. All Fredenstein boxes, however, and racks are all equipped to handle these kind of loads. As with all Fredenstein products, the F602 is designed by a German-American team and manufactured in Taiwan.
Tell me 'cause you are my friend. What trouble she's in. That's how I got to Memphis. That's how I got to Memphis. Tell me 'cause you are my friend. What trouble she's in. That's how I got to Memphis. That's how I got to Memphis. I know if you've seen her, you'd tell me 'cause you are my friend. I gotta find her and find out what trouble she's in. So thank you for your precious time. Forgive me if I start to cry. That's how I got to Memphis. That's how I got to Memphis. I know if you've seen her, you'd tell me 'cause you are my friend. I gotta find her and find out what trouble she's in. So thank you for your precious time. Forgive me if I start to cry. That's how I got to Memphis. That's how I got to Memphis.
So as you can see, the F602 is a really awesome tube compressor. The fact that you could really gain it and really just get the tube characteristics of a Varimu, but have it be absolutely clear and really rely on that DSP to get the extreme fast and release times, the fast attack and release times, I'm sorry. It allows it to become highly versatile. And quite frankly, if I was able to get a secondary unit, I would have these in stereo bus compression all the time. The applications are really endless, as you can see. I've done this test on drums, kick, snare, overheads. I've also done it on bass guitar, which I think it excels in because it could really bring out that tube and that sonic characteristic that you really, really want. And on top of that, using it on acoustic guitars, just having it nudge it slightly, it just makes it for an overall sonic benefit. Electric guitars, I don't use it too much. I don't like using compression on electric. However, as you can see, I did use it. And it was really just to kind of get those smaller transient peaks that you would normally get that you kind of want to tame and kind of glue all of the electronic guitar bus, really. That being said, you could use them in stereo and just not have a problem. Vocals, I believe this is also another field that it excels in. And just for other professional side of things, you could use it as voiceover. I've done a couple one-offs with voiceover production, and using the F602, it really rounds out the sound. If you have something that's pretty peaky, pretty loud, the compression and the tube circuit design allows it to just really tame it and not necessarily be a de-esser, but it really just controls the sound, and it just rounds it out in a way that you want it to be, not this ultra fast compressor or just a slower than everything compressor like a Varimu. Think of this as the sonic characteristics of a Varimu, but as fast, if not faster, than an 1176. It really is the best of both worlds. And like I said earlier in this presentation, it's not as expensive as other compressors. And being that it's in a 500 series module, you'll be able to get even more benefit out of it and be able to buy multiple units. And as I mentioned, all of this stuff is ran through the Bento 8 Pro pure analog. And honestly, I've had no issues with it yet. And I honestly, after 7 months, 8 months of using it, I've never run into one single problem. I will say that on top of everything, it's beautiful to have this circuit design where when you turn it on, it has a system control. So that way it runs through its internal system process checks before it fully turns on. And as with any other tube circuit Fredenstein product, you're able to have a bypass switch that'll disengage that tube. So that way you have a longer lasting tube if you decide to have your 500 series rack powered on 24/7. I found that highly useful just because I had this rack for so long, and just being able to go right before the session and toggle both of my tube compressors and mic pre's from Fredenstein on and off was just, it's a game changer really, because you don't have to turn it off. You don't have to worry about it. Just leave it on, and just by the time you need it for the next session, just power them back on. All the system checks are already done, so it's really just getting the voltage up for the tube. That being said, thank you again, and in the next video series, we'll actually be going over the artistic series, and that is a wide range of products, but in specific, the Mic Pre Plus, the leveler compressor, and the EQ. Thank you again, and have a wonderful day.